Oops. Going live, take two. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Today I'm using a new camera. I'm not sure if it's better or worse. Okay, so today I would like to talk about Sin Sod. And some of you guys asked me questions about Sin Sod. I'm going to take this opportunity to answer questions. So I know I haven't been live streaming for a long time, and I would love to do it more often. So probably like every night. Yeah. So let's read some of the comments that I get from you guys. Some stuff like someone said, to be fair for everyone involved, groom, bride, and their parent is groom and his parents should offer anything valuable that they are able to do for the bride parents, especially when the bride has to go away and live with the groom. When you have something for bride's parent, that means you can take care of their daughter forever, for life. And if you are a real man, you don't want to see your wife crying to sleep because she worried about Sin Sod, worried about her mom and dad. I never agree for a woman to run away with a man. Can we keep any good Thai customs in good form? Why Thai people are special is this come from 100% Thai guy. He's Thai, so he agrees with having Sin Sod. Yeah. So the reason I made this video is not so much about to argue if we should have Sin Sod or not. It's more to do with trying to understand why the people who think there should be Sin Sod, like why they think the way they do, and why others don't agree with having Sin Sod. Like, just find a reason why, rather than who wins. Yeah. So my take on Sin Sod is I feel like we should have Sin Sod as a tradition, but the money should be given back to the parents. And my mom already told me that that would be the case. In my video, I was saying that I would give the money back to. Sorry, I would chip in. I would chip in for Sin Sod. Also, the reason is also because I don't think it's fair if my future husband doesn't feel comfortable with the Sin Sod thing, then he shouldn't be like involved or even paid. Yeah, I would just pay the whole amount if he doesn't feel comfortable. Because the money will be given back to us anyway, so there's no point. But um yeah, and also because I feel like a lot of times with when we talk about money and stuff, it could backfire. It could like prevent. It could kind of ruin the relationship. Yeah, with anyone. Yeah, because when we talk about money, yeah, money is important. Money, it's like some sort of compensation, some sort of appreciation for the other person or the family of the bride, but money is still not everything. Yeah. So I feel like if I ever, want to get married and my future husband would say something like, I don't feel comfortable giving you your parents Sin Sod, I would say, okay, that's fine. You don't need to. I'd be like, I'll pay. I'm a sugar mama here. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy that I want to marry, he would definitely want to be involved in Sin Sod, especially when he knows that the money will be given back to us ultimately. So yeah, that's my take on that. And some of you guys asked me about the amount of Sin Sod that should be for my case. Um, some of my friends and one of my ex actually calculated for me, and it's just the amount that I wouldn't want to review here on my channel, because I feel like if I say something about this, it could be like, oh, it's too much, Sarah, or it's too low, Sarah. So unfortunately I cannot share the number, but I will say this. Usually the number, and yeah, another important question you guys usually ask me is, how much should I pay for a Sin Sod, right? And I personally feel like the number or the amount of money ranging from could be like ranging from can be like 1,000 all the way to like 10 million. So it totally depends on the girl's education, the girl's status, like social status, especially if the family is like quite rich or wealthy. You might have to pay more Sin Sod than like for a family of the girl who's like not really rich. Yeah. In general, middle class, Sin Sod's price is Sin Sod price. Sin Sod amount, it's about, let's say, middle class, I would say 100K all the way to 500K. Yeah, that's like middle class. Upper class, definitely more than 1 million. Yeah. The maximum amount of Sin Sod that I ever heard, I don't know. For me, I'd rather get like a super nice ring than Sin Sod. I heard 10 million maximum that I overheard in Thailand, like celebrity or like super wealthy people. I would say 10 million. Yeah, I heard 10 million as in thought. Like money, just like pure money. But rather than that, maybe they give you like gold and stuff too. There's actually a business called Sin Sod rental, because in Thai culture we're so much about saving face, and so that's why we have this kind of business like taking place too, that they actually rent out like Sin Sod for the groom to rent like all the money and stuff and the gold to put on the plate, the pan, offering tray, and just to present to the guests of the family, so that they wouldn't lose face and save face, that they actually like have some money to give to the parents. So I think it's funny. If you have to kind of like do that, then don't bother, about Sin Sod. I think it's fake. It's not sincere, and it's just all about image and showing off. It's not necessary, if that makes sense. So, another questions, maybe someone say something. This one is interesting, and I like that. Yeah. Someone said, I would be worried that the money just go for crap they don't need. It was sad to see that I donated money to education of a child and all they got is makeup, phone, and lottery tickets. Yeah, I agree. So I think this in this case, you might be wondering, like you might be like worried that the money that you give to the parents maybe go to something that is not like essential for them, or they would just like spend money not in a way that you would hope for them to, but it's really their money after you give the money to them, right? So I think, yeah, you cannot really control, but I totally understand, like if you want to like give money to the parents and they would do something for them, like for example maybe like renovate the house or for their own expenses, that would be useful for them rather than buying phones, lotteries. I mean, well, lottery is fine, right? Once a month, it's not like that bad. So I guess you can do that, but honestly, don't worry so much about how they're going to spend money. It's the gesture and appreciate, like a kind of appreciation that you show to them. So it's totally up to them if they're going to spend, like which way they're going to spend the money. So you don't need to worry so much about that, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to answer the question that I got from, I cannot read your name. Is it Marco Olinho? Marco, are you watching? Let me know. Marco Linho. Um, you asked me about Thai culture that I would love to address here. He said, "Can you please explain about did you get fat and did you get a suntan or brown? Is that just among friends? Would it be rude for me as a man to tell you something like that if we met, for example? I heard about it and I don't really understand it. Thank you so much." So the funny thing about Thai culture, like Thai like greeting ways that we actually do to our friends and family, and even with acquaintances, we usually ask them, "Did you get fat?" Not really. I don't like this kind of question. Um, I think it depends on the person. If you feel like it's rude and offensive, don't ask. However, a lot of times one of my cousins used to ask me this question so many times that I always got frustrated, and to the point that I told my dad to tell her to like never ask me this question again. But my dad would say something like, just let it go. Like people can say anything, just don't bother. Yeah, so nowadays I'm like, yeah, if someone asks me like if I'm fat, getting fatter, I'd be like, yeah, maybe I am. So but yeah, in general, I wouldn't greet anyone with are you fatter? Like did you gain weight? Like อ้วนขึ้นหรือเปล่า? Yeah, that one. อ้วน อ้วนขึ้นหรือเปล่าคะ? Like I wouldn't use it because I feel like it's really weird to greet people with that kind of greeting. But the suntan is okay, I think in general because I mean I love being tanned and I just like this camera because I look more tan. I usually look really white and pale on like TikTok camera. So I would say, yeah, it's fine. You can just like greet them with อ้วนขึ้นหรือเปล่า just to tease the person. If you know the person well enough and if she or he greeted you that way before. But if you don't know the person really well and the person is quite sensitive, I would say no, don't greet with that question like อ้วนขึ้นหรือเปล่า? Yeah, never do that. But like I said, I'm gonna go back to the other question that you asked, which is like uh ดำขึ้นหรือเปล่า? Yeah, if you say ดำขึ้นหรือเปล่า like did you get darker? That one is actually negative in Thai. But if you say ผิวแทน yeah, or แทนขึ้นหรือเปล่า? The word แทน is more positive than ดำ for sure. ดำ in Thai sounds like black. Yeah, so it's not like the word black itself is not negative, but you guys know Thai people like we want to be white or lighter. Yeah, well, not me anyway. So if someone actually says to me like ดำขึ้นหรือเปล่า? Yeah, I actually would be happy. Or แทนขึ้นหรือเปล่า? Like, yeah, I would be happy honestly because I feel like I always want to be tanned and it's so hard for me to get tan. I need to be in the sun not a long time but like consistently to get like consistently tan. So I think for me it wouldn't offend me at all, but a lot of people, especially people from like people who already have dark skin or darker skin, they don't really like being greeted with like, oh, ดำขึ้นหรือเปล่า or like แทนขึ้น. Yeah, but like I said, แทนขึ้น is always positive rather than ดำขึ้น. Yeah, if you greet them with like your skin like ดำขึ้นหรือเปล่า like that, they might be offended and not talk to you again. So yeah, anyway, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this quick live stream. If you have any questions, you can ask me about Thai culture. So I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, 11:30. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know too if you like this camera, because I switched to Sony camera. Yeah, let me know if you like that. I'm gonna be live streaming like this every day now because I miss being on camera and I miss, doing live stream and connect with you guys. So I would appreciate if you just, throw me a question early on and I can just like, prepare some answers or content for the live stream. All right, thank you so much for watching and I see you guys again tomorrow, 11 p.m. Have a lovely Friday night. Bye. Is it Friday night? Yes. Bye, guys.